Hi guys, welcome back to Bunk Bed Homestead. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends if this video resonates with you. I'm going to share a little bit about what I did over the past couple days in our apartment homestead, which is a 900 square foot apartment. There's so much you can do in such a small space, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about what our week looked like. So hopefully you'll journey along with me and watch as I create some fun stuff for our family to eat in our kitchen. So I thought I would show you how to start a sprout mix, and I tried really hard to use my countertop tripod, and it totally failed me. Kept making my phone turn off, so we're just going to try this like this. All right, so this is a sprouting kit. You do not need this to sprout things, but can definitely use it. What I do is I just have my sprouting mix, and then I get a tablespoon of sprouts in the bottom of each jar. One here, and then one here. That's good. Okay. Teaspoon in each. All right, and then we get our water, and I pour maybe a cup in. What you're gonna do is just let this soak overnight. I like to put the sieves on top because we do have a lot of fruit flies and they tend to like anything that's new and exciting, so I don't want to risk getting those guys in there. And then we leave these to soak just like this in their little jar overnight, and then when I wake up in the morning I will strain them and then place them on this at their little angle so that they can drain down here, and we'll be good to go. So it's bright and early, and I'm going to strain these out and get them ready to start their growing process. Strain all the water out, and then just place them like that, and they will start to drip, and all the water will collect right here. And then every 3 to 5 hours, we will rinse them. So you're going to put water. I do filtered water. Rinse the sprouts, drain, place back on. 3 to 6 hours later, rinse the sprouts, drain, put back on. And then in 5 days, these will be ready to harvest and put in the fridge. Doesn't matter if they're on the top, on the bottom, it'll work. This is the sprouting mix that I use. It's from Nature Gyms, and it's great. Comes on Amazon. I got this for 15 bucks, and this will last for a very long time. It's also great for using a different method of sprouting and good until 2025. So this will last on your shelf for a long time. Great to have in emergencies and also for just general sprouting. We love this brand. I have my sprouts done 5 days later. They look like this. They're really cool to watch grow, and the kids love it. I'll just take these out and harvest them now, screwing off the cap and then putting all of our lovely sprouts in a container to be stored in the fridge for about 2 weeks. These are excellent on salads, on sandwiches. We also put them in smoothies, and I just eat them raw. I love them. No need to rinse after they have been stored in the fridge. You can just use them as is, and they are fantastic. And then here I have, these are just apple cores that I have saved and put in the freezer, and I'm cooking them down. I'm gonna either make apple juice or try to make some like applesauce, but I need to make sure not to get the seeds because they do have cyanide in them. It's a very small amount, but if you have been keeping up with my Instagram saga against B12 that's made from cyanide, you know that I'm very opposed to that. So obviously it happens, it's in soil, plants pick it up, and it comes into our food source through that way. I would much rather be eating some apples that might have a little bit of seed cyanide in them than putting, B12 vitamins made from cyanide in my body. So we'll see what I will do with this. It's looking pretty good. There's a seed. So I just gotta make sure I strain out whatever I'm making with this. Okay, so I decided to make some apple cider out of those apples, added a little bit of water, and it tastes amazing. So this is basically free food. We're gonna throw those cores away, and now I have apple cider, and it's amazing. Okay, so here I'm going to use our sourdough starter that we keep in the fridge. This is a gluten-free sourdough starter because I'm unable to have gluten as well as some of my kids. We also have an egg allergy in our house, and my husband cannot have dairy along with one of my kids. So everything that you're seeing me make is gluten-free, dairy-free, and egg-free. I have an amazing bread recipe that my mom gave me that is based off of a molasses loaf, and it's our absolute favorite. We add cinnamon as well as raisins to it or some nuts. Tastes amazing. I'm also making some, you'll see me put it out there, some cinnamon rolls for the kids. This is a really great make-ahead breakfast that I'll put out to ferment overnight, and then it'll be all ready to bake in the morning. I usually use saran wrap. I know it's pretty wasteful, but it seems to be the best way for me to get this all out there and rolled up properly. I'll flatten it out and then take that saran wrap after I put some coconut sugar and some cinnamon on, and then I'll just roll it up really easily. And it seems to be really excellent at keeping that roll shape. I've used dental floss in the past to cut my cinnamon rolls, as well as a knife. My knife kind of flopped this time, but it'll do for today because we didn't have any dental floss. Once those are all put in, I put about 9. I'll put them on the countertop to ferment overnight and work on my bread. This does require quite a bit of kneading. I tend to get pretty tired with my fingers, but it's worth it because this bread is seriously a fan favorite between my husband and one of my sons, so it's well worth it. But lots and lots of elbow grease goes into this bread, and that makes it so much more enjoyable because it's the love and the hard work that goes into it. This one is a little bit of a dry bread when I put it into my bread pan, but it bakes up really well and it does not come apart. And here are my cinnamon rolls in the morning. They have fermented and they look amazing. I'm going to pop these in the oven for about, I don't know, it's kind of a tricky thing, maybe about 20 minutes. My bread will come after. This one's been sitting overnight. Let's take a look at it. It's looking nice and ready. It almost looks baked on the top because my wet towel dried out overnight. It was really warm in there, which is good. That means that it fermented well. Here's our cinnamon buns going in the oven. And then they are done. So delicious. This will be a really excellent treat for the kiddos. We'll just get these served up and see what they think. Hopefully they like them. I know I'm gonna like them. They look super tasty. Oh man, these are gonna be good.
Oh, I do last. Oh, I do last. Oh. Mom, can I be done with this? Okay. Can I have a knife, please? Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at my bread, see if it's done. I test it out by kind of tapping on it and feeling around. It definitely is hard. The crust looks good. I'm gonna let this cool before I cut it up, and we will definitely enjoy this today. Super delicious, and it's gone in about half a day for us. We can't keep it. Hopefully you enjoyed coming along with me on a few of my kitchen escapades. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll try to include some of the things that you saw on the video in the description, such as recipes or how to get those sprouts and the different items. If there's something that's not there in the description, let me know and I'll try to add it. As always, thank you for joining Bunk Bed Homestead. Have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless.